know all those old iPhones you might have lying around, or maybe another piece of tech that you think you might need someday? Well, you never know. In fact, the iPhone turns 15 this year, and an unopened first-generation iPhone is going on the auction block soon with an estimated value of, well, hold on to find out. An antiques appraiser who knows all too well what this phone is worth joins me now. Dr. Lori, hey you, I miss you.
Nice to see you.
All right, so you actually already appraised this iPhone in 2019, right?
I did. I appraised it in 2019 on a television show, and I appraised it at that time at $5,000. It's unopened. It's a first generation. It's a 2007 iPhone. It's in great condition, obviously never been used. And I appraised it in 2019 at $5,000. I'm not affiliated with the auction house. The buyer didn't get back in touch with me to say, hey, Dr. Lori, do you want to update your appraisal? And that's fine. But basically, you know, old tech can be pretty valuable. So this is a pretty exciting, of course, time. Others have sold, and others have sold in the recent past. But in fact, this anniversary is really important, and this is what your viewers need to remember.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of things.
Okay.
First of all, you want to remember that when it comes to anything that's an innovation or state of the art, you want to make sure that you hold on to it if you can. What's very unusual and rare about this one is that it's in its original packaging and it's in good shape.
Okay. So my Palm Pixie that I used and the numbers rubbed off, like nobody's going to want that, right?
Well, right, you know, or your old iPhone from 2007, and you've been using it, and it's not in the package, and you know, so it does have some value, but it doesn't have the type of value that we're talking about with this particular collectible, because this piece is now a rare collectible, and it relates to a lot of things that are innovative in culture. I've told you many times that, you know, here on New Day Northwest, you know, anything that relates to history, culture, some innovation, it will hold its value long term. You know, Steve Jobs held this up at, at Macworld, 2007. And actually the 15th anniversary, which has taken place, is really one of those milestones. A 25th anniversary is better, right?
Right.
If they held out longer. But again, people are saying, hey, we want to cash in now.
Right. And so it's only going to increase in value. So you appraised it in 2019. Around 5,000. Here's the live auction going on right now, and I can't see the number. The number right now is $16,823 for an iPhone.
That's right, for an iPhone. And that person who buys it, Amity, is probably not going to open it.
I hope not.
Yeah, right. They're going to say, here it is. I've got it. I'm never going to open it. It's going to sit there on my collectible shelf as this innovation. But people collect tech. People, I mean, you guys can't be surprised by this, but people collect tech. And the history, of course, of technology, really important with, of course, our collectors. Now, remember, this particular piece, with the current state of the economy, the collectible market doesn't have as much money in it as we would expect, right? Or at other times when the economy is a little better. So it may not, jump sky high the way some people might expect. But in looking at patterns of the market, which I do all the time, this iPhone will go for significant value.
So Dr. Lori, next time you're in town, which will be soon, and we'll get to that in a minute, you and I are going to go to the Museum of History and Industry, MOHI, here in Seattle, because they have all this old tech, and I don't think anyone realized they should hang on to that first dot matrix printer. Is there other tech that you have seen that has gone for a lot of money or that is considered very valuable?
Yeah, any of the new innovations, right? So now, we look at sort of iPads and such, and we don't think of those as new innovations, but any new innovation in technology. And it really started with the good old-fashioned camera, right? Camera. We have seen some other pieces that have really gone far, because what the iPhone did, and I don't have to tell you, we all use these phones. Basically, what this did was it actually put a camera in everybody's hand, and now everybody's videotaping, and now everybody's able to do this. It changed really the way our culture behaves. And anytime we change, of course, behavior, then you have this. So anything that was new in the original packaging, the packaging is still important. It's not it's not vital. You have to have the item too, but
Yeah.
the packaging is important for value as well. But really kind of cool. Yeah, it's exciting.
How important is packaging when you're trying to keep something, you know, if it is some sort of product, not like a piece of glass or something, but if it's a product, how much does packaging not being there distract from the value?
Okay, it can impact the value between 5 and 10%.
Okay.
So, and then depending on what it is. Now, in this particular case with this iPhone, that packaging is more than 10% worth of what's happening, you know, in terms of the value.
Okay.
So sure, the phone is interesting and everybody's looking to have that, but the fact that it's in not only the box, but all the original packaging inside with, of course, what were very, modest instructions, hardly any instructions really. And then of course the cellophane, the actual plastic over it is also important.
Yeah.
You devalue it pretty significantly if you didn't have that one layer of plastic.
Isn't that funny what a little layer of plastic can do? Hey, at the end of the month, you're going to be at the home show, at the Home and Garden Show here. What can people expect when they see you?
The Seattle Home and Garden Show, they can expect laughs, they can expect learning, they can expect free appraisals, and they can expect everything from all those great exhibitors that are always there. The oldest home show in the country, the best home show in the country. If you can't get there to see me you can come down and bring an object for a free appraisal for me, but and I'll be there on February 25th and 26th. That's the first weekend of the opening. It is a long show. It's a great show. Please come down and talk to our exhibitors and see what the best of Seattle has to offer in terms of home and remodeling ideas.
And don't forget to save time for me because I'm taking you to Mohai, of course.
Okay, I will.
All right, Dr. Lori, so good to see you. We'll see you again soon.
See you soon.